Good morning class. We are back with our geography chapter number 4, agriculture. Now in this chapter we will be learning about the various processes that are included in agriculture, what are the different types of agriculture we have in our country, and how do we actually define agriculture and how a farmer grows the crops, or different types of crops are grown in different types of atmosphere, different types of soil. All these things, activities related to agriculture, we will be seeing in this chapter. Okay, now moving on to this chapter, let's see, there's a small story in the starting itself. Let's read it out. Gurpreet, Madhav and Tina were walking through the village where they saw a farmer tilling the land. The farmer told them that he was growing wheat and had just added manure to the soil to make it more fertile. He told the children that the wheat would fetch a good price in the mandi, from where it would be taken to factories to make bread, biscuits from flour. Now what do we see here? It can be simply seen that Gurpreet, Madhurao and Tina, they were walking through the village where they saw the farmer tilling the land. What do you mean by tilling the land? That means he is plowing the land, he is mixing something in the land or making it ready for the growth of the crops. Now the farmer told them that they are going to grow wheat and and he had just added manure. Manure is an extra added nutrients to the soil, okay, to make the soil more fertile. That means more suitable for the growth of the crops. Now he told the children that the wheat would fetch a good price in the mandi, from where it would be taken to factories to make bread and biscuits from flour. So that means he said that once this goods are made, once this soil is tilted, the crops are being grown and everything, and when the entire process is done, then they will send it to the factories, to the markets, from this wheat we will make bread and biscuits from the flour. So this entire process, the finished outcome is the bread and the biscuits. Okay, now you're getting it. Okay, so now you will understand about this process. It is like this transformation from a plant to finished product involves three types of economic activities. What are this? These are primary activity, secondary activity and tertiary activity. Now what are these activities exactly? Now let's see it. Okay, so what is the primary activity? See, primary activities include all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources. So primary activities means it simply includes all the extraction and production. That means to produce, to extract something from the soil, anything. The first basic thing that we do is the primary resource. Okay. Now here it also includes agriculture, fishing and gathering. These are the examples of primary resource. Manufacturing of steel, baking of bread and weaving of clothes are the examples of this activity. So that means we are manufacturing something. This is secondary activity. Secondary activities are concerned with the process of these resources. Now once you have extracted, once you have product or you have got the finished product, so after that what will you do? The second step, that is the secondary activity. Okay. Now secondary activity is where it is concerned with the processing. Now you have got the raw materials. Now from these raw materials you cannot directly use the raw materials, right? We need to make it, process it into something that can be used to us. So that is why secondary activities are concerned with the processing of this resources. Fine. So what are the examples of that we have? Manufacturing of steel, baking of bread and weaving of cloth are examples of this activity. Now comes to the last stage, that is the tertiary activity. Now obviously the tertiary activity will be the entire making of the finished product. That means when the product is being completed, packaging and done. So let's see what it is. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary sectors through services. So transport, trade, banking, insurance and advertising are the examples of tertiary activities. So that means once your finished product is done, you have got the product, but then how to take it? You need to take these products to the market. So how you will take it? Through transport, through trade, through banking, insurance and advertising for them. So all these things are included in this tertiary activities. Okay. Now let's, for example, I'll tell you, make it much more easier for you through this one more example. Now see, in the same story where Gurpreet, Madhav and Tina, The farmers were tilling the land. Okay. Now tilling actually includes in the primary activity where you are extracting or you are trying to produce something. What they are going to produce? They are going to produce wheat. So that is why it is comes in the primary activity. The secondary activity that decide that they are going to make biscuits out of it from the flour. So the flour is the processing done. So biscuits and bread comes in the secondary activity where the processing of these resources are done. Now this bread and biscuits are to be taken to the mandi, that is the market. Now taken to the mandi, that means you have to take some kind of transportation. So this transportation comes under the tertiary sector. So that is how it is from primary, secondary to tertiary sectors. I believe you have got this example easily. Yes? Okay, now moving to the next is, let's see about agriculture. Agriculture is a primary activity. It includes growing of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock. Okay, so that is what is agriculture. Now what do you mean by the word agriculture? Now see here, the word agriculture is derived from Latin word ager or agri, that is meaning soil, and culture meaning cultivation. So that means from the word agriculture, it is derived from the Latin word which is ager or agri. Okay, that means soil. Ager or agri means soil and culture means cultivation. So that is how we got the word as agriculture. Okay, fine. Now let's see here that agriculture is a primary activity. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock. So what do we do in agriculture? We grow crops, we grow fruits, vegetables, flowers, and we also rear livestock. That means cattle farming. We have cows, bullocks for this work. Okay. Now in the world, 50% of persons are engaged in agricultural activities. So in our entire world, not in our country I'm talking about the entire world. So in the entire world, we have 50% of people, that means half of the population is actually working in agriculture activity. That is 2/3 of India's population is still dependent on agriculture. Now in our country, around 2/3 of the entire population is depending on agriculture. Why? Because favorable topography of soil and climate are vital for agriculture activity. So our country has got a very good climate and very good soil for the growth of these crops. That is why India, majority 2/3 of our country population depends upon the agriculture. Now in the map we can see that agriculture activity is concentrated in those regions of the world where suitable factors for growing of crops exist. Now let's see the map here. So we have got a map here. That is the world's distribution of arable land. Now you will find that this is the arable land, a green colored box you can see here. Yes. So this is the arable land. Okay. Now in our entire country you can see that here is the green part. That means this is arable land. Arable land means the land which is suitable for the growth of the crops. So this part of the entire land is suitable for growth of crops. This part of this entire land is suitable for the growth of the crops. Even this section and this few places of here and there. So all of these places in the world are suitable for the growth of the crops. Okay. Now let's see some important things you should know. This is very important for your exam point of view because you will get one question or define from this box. Okay. Now let's see the agriculture. You can see that there is a small diagram thing been done. Agri, seri, pisci, viti and horti plus culture. So that means agriculture, sericulture, pisciculture, viticulture and horticulture we have. So what do you mean by this agriculture? Let's see, the first is the science and the art of cultivation on the soil, raising crops and rearing livestock is also called farming. So what is agriculture? The science and the art of cultivation on the soil. That means on the soil whatever you grow, you cultivate, that is your science and art. Raising the crops and rearing the livestock is also called as farming. Now what is sericulture? Sericulture is a commercial rearing of silkworm. That means silkworms are being cultivated for the silk threads. So that is why it is sericulture, the name. So sericulture is a commercial rearing of silkworms. It may supplement the income of the farmer. For extra income of the farmer, people do sericulture. Pisciculture is the breeding of fish in specially constructed tanks and ponds. Even fish is agricultured. Even fish is cultured. Fish is cultivated. So there is a breeding ground being made. Specially constructed tanks and ponds are being made where breeding of fish is going on. So that is known as pisciculture. We have got viticulture, that is cultivation of grapes, and horticulture is growing of vegetables, flowers and fruits for commercial use. So that is horticulture. Okay, I hope you have understood this much. Okay, now let's see the farm system. What do you mean by a farm system? Agriculture or farming can be looked at as a system. The important inputs are seeds, fertilizers, machineries and labor. So that means what all things we need to input in that. That means some things you need to give inside to it. So what are the things that we give inside to the system for this agriculture growth? That is seeds we need to give. We need to give fertilizers, we need to give machineries and we need to give a labor. Without all these things, all these factors, agriculture will not take place. Now some of these operations involved are plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding and harvesting. So that is how it is. You can see in this pictures also that in the physical inputs you can see that there is a sunshine, there is a temperature, rainfall, soil and slope. Okay, now what does the human doing? He is actually storing, he is giving his labor, there is machinery also, there is chemicals also. So all these things are the physical human farm inputs. Physically you need to give. Now the farm system of an arable land, what do you give? Machinery inputs. You can see here that this is the region where you will find that this is the inputs. There is a machinery, there is seeds, chemicals, there is a plowing, sowing and spraying, and the final thing that we get is the crops. Okay, so that's the final thing we get is the crops. Now here, for an instance, in the first basic input you have to give your machinery, seeds and chemicals. Second thing what you will do is to process it is sowing, plowing and spraying. And what is the final thing that will get the input is the output is the crops. That is why the outputs from the system includes crops, wool, dairy and poultry products. So these are the outputs. So after your entire hard work you will get all these things. So that is why some of the operations involved are plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding and harvesting. Okay, I believe till that much you have understood. Okay, for as of now we'll stop here. Let's move to the exercise so that you can solve a few questions. Okay, let's see what is it. The first question you can write is what is agriculture? It's there. Definition. Next is name the factors influencing agriculture. What are the factors that you have influencing agriculture? There is a topography, the climate, the soil. Everything are the factors influencing agriculture. Yes. Write this two questions. Question 1 and 2. Okay. Next is check the correct answer. Horticulture means. Horticulture means what? That is growing of fruits and vegetables. That is horticulture. Take the correct answer. One thing you can do. Yes. And next is what we have is. Okay. No need to do this. The next question you can write for that is give reasons in India agriculture is a primary activity. That is also there for you give reasons where I was saying that India consists of a good topography, soil is there. Yes, so that is the reason where you can just write this few answers. Question 1, 2, question 2, 1, question 3, 1. Okay, difference between primary activities and tertiary activities. This answer I'll give it to you at the end of the chapter. Okay, till then you can continue with this much. Okay, till this much for today. Please complete the question answer, write it in your notebook. FNB. Till then, thank you class.